Welcome to the SBA Show. I'm your host, Frank Garay, here with Dave Zitting. Once again, Dave, what's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. If the clickbait thumbnail didn't get them in here, right? This first statement will. AI's taking jobs and SBA is going to save the day. How's that? Tell me what's on your mind about this.
Well, I see this. We just see this happening so much. I love to talk to business owners, as you know, young people too, coming out of college. What are you seeing? What are you not seeing? And more and more and more, we're seeing the younger generations coming out, not thinking I want to go get a job because they're all freaked out and they think those jobs are all going to be replaced by Anthropic and whatever. Really, what we're seeing them get excited about is we're seeing them getting excited about small business. How do I really become an entrepreneur? And, taking entrepreneur classes and connecting with that, understanding really what that means. I think we're seeing that a lot in a lot of these younger generations. And so over time, you just follow that through into the future, and we end up with a lot more entrepreneurs, a lot more small businesses, and they're going to have a lot more needs for business financing or real estate business financing. And so, we look at opportunity, and the best way to make off opportunity is timing. So understanding the timing of being in front of the opportunity. And I think that this is at the early stages of that. And I think that SBA is going to be a big help and provider in making sure that overall we have a strong GDP and a strong economy here in the United States, because we have such amazing supports and civic supports like the SBA. I think is fantastic.
Yeah. Now, I have to agree with you so much, and I didn't even really think about that until you brought it up. But I tell you, man, I've got a 13-year-old grandson. He's 13, right? And when we're talking about, hey, what do you want to be? Like, I'm telling you, brother, he's thinking of inventions, or he's thinking of things that he can do. He's not like saying, well, I want to be a welder or I want to be a doctor. He's not. He's like he's thinking in an entrepreneurial way. Even as a young person, and I think it has to do with the fact that, AI taking jobs, everybody's hearing that. Every age group is hearing that, right? So you're right. The young people today are hearing that. I've got a niece and her husband, same thing. These two are in their early 20s, and they're both figuring out their own businesses. That's what they're doing.
100%. Yeah, my son, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. You go ahead. But same thing with your son, huh?
Yeah, my son's 20 years old, halfway through business school at the University of Utah. My daughter went to the University of Utah as well. Both of them came out, and both of them were went through college, and he's going through college going, what exactly is this for? What? And I'm like, no, finish, get the shingle, do this. I know you're in this big transitional world right now, but come on, you're halfway through. Let's get the shingle. Let's be done. But his mind is business. Yeah. And that's, he chose business school. And his hope and goal is that I can get some effective tools out of this. But at the same time, he's constantly looking over his shoulder going, I want to do that. I want to build that. And it's all about entrepreneurial business development. What is the next thing that I should be looking for or invest in or whatever? But it's all business centric. And all of his buddies are the same. They're always over here at the house, and and they're great kids, and I've gotten to know them all. They all think the same, and so that's what we're seeing. And these are really bright people that have some really fantastic ideas that you and I don't get. Right? Yeah, they're going to see things that we just don't see. Right, and they're our future. And so I think supporting them in that capacity is going to be really important. I think SBA is actually, and other different supports in that world are going to continue to evolve, because I think it becomes a big part of our labor force that is just, a business instead of a job. And I think that's important.
Yep. I agree, man. I agree 100%, man. Let us know if you're watching us on YouTube, let us know in the comments what you think about that, what you're seeing out there. I'd be curious to hear in the comments if you're watching us on YouTube. My business partner, Kian, who you've met, his son also in college. And just like you said, him and his buddies, they're all entrepreneur business guys. Like I don't even know what they're studying, but they're starting businesses is what they're doing, So, and it's neat because the thing that's neat too is what I've learned about SBA from you is that the SBA, they want to help. right? So they're going to find ways to continue to help and develop product, to continue to help. So it's an exciting time, and I love what your message is. If you happen to be, especially for the real estate and mortgage people, this is something to consider and look at, and just, like you said, Dave, try and catch that wave a little bit somehow.
And cultivate those young relationships early.
Yeah.
I mean, don't blink. Time goes by so fast. Next thing you know, that 20 is 25, 27, and cranking this amazing business that has 35% to 65% growth every year. Right. And it's like, well, you should stop paying rent. So I agree with you. Get in early on that. Yeah.
All right. Great stuff. Again, let us know the comments down below in the comments what you think about it if you're watching this on YouTube. Excuse me. Anyway, we'll get out of here. Thanks for joining me again, Dave. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And
Thanks,
for the rest of you guys, keep tuning back in. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to us. If you need to reach out to Dave or I, if you got an SBA deal that you need to get done, either as a business owner or a real estate agent or a loan professional, on YouTube, in the description, you can contact us. If you're watching us on SBAshow.com, there's a contact form right by this video, more than likely. And you can fill that out. We'll jump on it right away and get a hold of you and help you guys out. You guys have a great one. We'll catch you here next time. Adios. See you, Dave.